And time to wake up on this Tuesday morning. Can you believe it? 59 degrees. Walk outside. It feels great. JC?
Man, felt fantastic out there this morning, man. Just walking around, shorts on, no shoes, taking out the garbage. Tom, what's up with you?
Oh, a lot of stuff going on right now.
We'll talk about it in just a moment.
Okay.
Good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper. Thank y'all for getting up with us. This is Athens in the AM, as Gloria just told you, on a Tuesday morning edition. Frank is standing by this morning because I've got a topic we must discuss. It's in USA Today, and you know me, if it's in the paper, I'm going to talk about it this morning.
Children beware.
Going to talk about autism walking up this weekend, too. Stan McDonald will join us. City Council President Harold Wells will be with us later on this morning, too. Plus, video, exclusive video of Matthew Kyle's annual Chick-fil-A run. Over 500 people participated in that this past Saturday morning. Weather was picture perfect. A little bit on the chilly side compared to last year, about 20 degrees. But anyway, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Got some photos that are very interesting, Tom, to share with people this morning.
Really?
All that coming your way on this next hour. Cooper & Company Live, Athens, Alabama. Let's get it cranking. No rain in the forecast today. It's a great day to lay out and get a little sun.
It certainly is. And unless you're headed to the Shoals area, you may just see a little small shower out there. Other than that, it looks pretty clear. 59 degrees, 58, 59 degrees out there. Much of what we've seen the last couple days, you'll see today too. High temperatures around 80. Can you believe it? Finally here. Spring is definitely here for a while, but we do have a cold front moving on in. Possibly Thursday. We'll talk about some rain too. But tomorrow, your high temperature of 81, so just enjoy some more lovely sunshine weather, I guess you can say. Yes, 90% chance of showers on Thursday, and we're going to definitely see some rain, but it looks like that'll warm things.
Is it rain
cool
or is it a
things
storm?
off. It could be severe thunderstorms too, and hail and tornadoes and all that wonderful stuff, so just keep an eye on that. And then over the weekend, lots of events taking place. So Saturday, look at that forecast. High of 62, absolutely perfect. 230-4988 does get Frank this morning. Happy birthday, Denise Gooch. Her birthday was yesterday. Hope you had an absolutely wonderful day. Sunday. I'm thinking today's Monday, and I don't work on Monday.
See, every day is Sunday in your life, married to me.
Oh, yeah, that must be
All right, let me talk about one thing.
And let's go over these events so I can get them through. Its second annual Blue Jeans Barbecue and Bluegrass takes place Sunday, April 14th. That is in the Huntsville area. You can contact us for additional information. Sponsored by, of course, Lawler's.
Lawler's Barbecue.
And what else do we have? It's fish time at the Alabama Veterans Museum, so you can go up there, and that's April 26th. Hush, Sorrel. What else do we have, Brad? Is that it?
Well, wait a minute. Don't do the picture.
Oh, that's over. That's about it.
Let me talk about it. All right, you say there's severe weather coming in.
Yes, just keep an eye on
let me talk about my newest, bestest friends in the world. They were up here Friday, going to be on the show. Yeah, should your home be damaged, your roof, hail or rain damage, whatever, Evans Roofing, local folks right here in Athens, Alabama, members of the Better Business Bureau, they'll be here after the storm. They're the finest roofers on earth from Athens, Alabama. I talked to Mid-City Mark. They're up here Friday, going to be part of our program. They're Auburn fans. Don't hold that against them. But if lightning strikes your house or you get hail damage, call the folks right here, know what they're doing locally. They will do what they say they're going to do.
What a delight.
They'll be here after the storm, huh?
Yeah, it was really nice talking to them last
Yeah, they're going to be up here, but 874-7392. Y'all may need them this week. We may have to get them up here this week to talk about that.
They've handled some of our claims, and they've done a real good job.
Yeah, they work with you a lot. Yeah. Well, they're fun couple to be with. Evans Roofing right here in Limestone County, Athens, Alabama. They've been in business a long time, but they will do what they tell you they will do. So y'all give them a call. All right, let's get things cranky. First and foremost, I've got to talk about a picture I was sharing at church Sunday with some folks, and then I was sharing it at spinning class yesterday morning.
Oh, Zach.
Sports director Zach Green. Look at Zach with A.J. McCarron's girlfriend. That's Zach on the left with the red shirt on.
Do you even have to say A.J. McCarron's girlfriend anymore?
Yes, Catherine Webb would be nobody without Brent Musburger. You should read the comments on Facebook about this. Show that picture again. That's Zach. He's the one in the red. That's Catherine standing up there. Zach, you owe Brent Musburger the world.
Yeah.
But the comments say Beauty and the Beast.
That's Zach's comment.
But Zach,
Where did he have that taken?
Tuscaloosa. He went to practice Saturday down there. Knowing Zach, lucky as he is, gets a photo taken with Catherine Webb, one of the most popular women in the country.
Zach's on his way now.
Huh?
Jack's on his way now.
If Zach was only a quarterback, He might have moved on up on the. What else? What other photos we got?
Charlie, let's show Charlie. He's the one on the motorcycle.
Yeah, Charlie, I was at Starbucks yesterday waiting on Stan to show up in Madison. This guy pulls up, and that dog was riding in the basket wearing goggles. Goes everywhere with him. I don't know what kind of coffee he was drinking, but... All right,
Isn't he cool?
Sad day today, or yesterday, for folks our age. Annette Funicello died. The last member of the Mickey Mouse Club. Man, M-I-C-K-E-Y, M-O-U-S-E. But she was a friggin' legend. She's been sick since the 90s. She had a couple of hit records out too, Tom. At age 12, she was the last Mouseketeer hired for the Mickey Mouse Club in 1955 and quickly became, Frank, its most popular member, receiving more than 6,000 fan letters a week.
She was one of my popular ones.
That's when you had to write letters. Now, Bill Donovan told me yesterday, every time he used to see her on TV, he'd run up and kiss the screen.
He was 6 years old.
Yeah, but...
How old was she?
He said he was 6.
Oh. How old was she when she passed?
70?
She was 70. 70. But she'd been sick for a while. We'll have some video of that coming up in just a moment, too. We'll go to break with it maybe in just a moment. But y'all hear what happened down in Georgia?
No, what?
A Georgia man unleashed his 2 pit bulls on a neighbor's pet pig that broke loose over the weekend in a mobile home park. Then stabbed the animal 23 times in front of children and other onlookers.
Oh, my.
The pig, named Oliver, survived and was in critical condition at the veterinarian's office as of Friday. So it happened not over the weekend. The owner of the dogs was charged Wednesday with felony cruelty to animals, criminal trespass, and obstruction of law enforcement officer. Oliver got out on his owner's yard Wednesday afternoon and wandered into a mobile home park. Residents of the park were trying to get in touch with the animal's owner when they unleashed the 2 pit bulls, began stabbing him in front of the kids. The man was trying to get him some bacon, Frank.
Yep.
But Oliver, right now, as far as I know, is surviving.
Gee, I'm glad you shared that with us this morning.
Oh, by the way, if anybody really cares, Michigan got beat last night. Louisville won. It's the first time since, I'm going to say, 1986. Patino, let's see, he's won 2 national championships now from 2 different teams. First person ever to do that in college basketball. So anyway, we'll get on.
The girls, Louisville girls is playing for championship.
They played tonight. But I was reading a story on Daily News on my iPad. By the way, you can email me if you got something. countryrover@gmail.com gets me each and every time on my iPad, and I can share stuff with everybody. But there was a story I was reading this morning. I said, we're not going to do that story because I don't know quite how to handle it. However, when I see USA Today this morning, I said, I got to do that story. Survey says, what are women looking for? Frank, size does matter. The long and short of male attractiveness. Size does matter, according to this study. Survey says, Tom, don't mean to embarrass anybody up here, but let me tell y'all what's happening.
Sure you don't.
So much for that nice smile, neat haircut, and great personality. Women are indeed looking for a well-endowed guy, suggesting a study of male attractiveness. Now, you don't think you hooked up me because of my good looks, money, and this outstanding personality, do you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Says here, biologists studying the role of female mate choice in species, Tom, ranging from fruit flies to people, find a fondness among women for taller guys with broader shoulders. That may be true. But the bottom line, survey says, size does matter. The main message is that size does matter for attractiveness. Researchers show a series of life-size cutout images to 105 heterosexual Australian women. Now, this may be only good in Australia. Women 18 to 53 were on this survey. They also rated taller, more broad-shouldered men as more attractive. But it all boiled down to certain lengths, by the way. It's a first-time study, so we should be cautious.
Yeah.
Is that not to hurt some's feelings?
Whose
Be
feelings?
cautious.
Well, it ain't gonna hurt mine. And I've got a story too. Thank you, Brad, and I didn't know you could do this.
Yeah, thank you, Brad.
But for you short-minded individuals out there, there's a team of doctors, right here it is, that if you want to have surgery done to enlarge yourself, you can do that too.
Aren't you glad you made it to the
For those of you who need it, don't leave. Now, I don't mean to turn this into a sexual content program. I'm just telling you,
Well,
what I read in the paper.
If it's in the paper, you read it.
It's just like my preacher saying. In the Bible, he said, I didn't write this, I'm just reading what's in here.
Oh,
I didn't write this either. However, I did volunteer for the study.
You did or I did?
Well, I better have. I mean, Tom, what's your comments on this story?
Yes, Tom.
I got the short and long of it. Yeah.
Well, your buddy Tinker may be curious this morning to know what you're talking about.
I need to give a shout out to Tinker too. I thought I was going to do it, but he needs that Mercedes
to make him look bigger.
Make him look better.
Did you say better or bigger?
I said better.
Well, you know, you've always heard that story about men who drive Corvettes. That's all I'm going to say.
What about men who drive Hummers?
Well, there you go.
How about a convertible Mercedes? That's going to be.
Hey, speaking of cars,
right,
Classic Motorsports is having their car show this weekend. Kick off the 2013 car show season. Classic Motorsports, open car show and poker run, Hastings Road. That's where Mercedes is parked right now. 10 a.m. until they will. I think Randy will be with us up on the program coming up Thursday to talk about this. They're going to have the refreshment by the Grilling Girls.
That ought to be interesting.
I don't know who they are, but they'll be over there. For more information, you can go 233-3306, but that's Classic Cars. And man, they got some showpieces over there too. That's on Hastings Road, right down here off Highway 72. Or go up Pepper and turn right by that barbecue restaurant, right, Frank? Yep. And that's the way you get there for that. Oh, by the way, speaking of something for sale, you need a Mercedes. We still got our car for sale. I lowered the price simply because the sun's out now and I just needed to make some money. $13,500, brand new, been in the garage for 10 years, only has 74,000 miles on it. Seats 4. If you're a midget, you can sit in the back. If you're a midget, you can sit in the back. There's the car out front right there. It's a 2000 model, big motor, like brand new. Call me today. And if that's not good enough for you, you want something a little bigger, since we're on the subject of bigger, Frank.
Today.
Let me send you out to the Tennessee River. Look at this beautiful piece of property right here. You too could own that.
Pretty picture.
It's less than 2-acre lot. That's the widest part of the 656-mile Tennessee River, 2.5 miles across. That property we also own. It's for sale. So if you and it's unrestricted, Tom. Meaning you can put a mobile home park out there,
yeah.
a go-go joint, anything you wanted to, right there on the water for a mere $600,000.
Pitiful, pitiful, pitiful.
I'm losing money on that deal.
Yeah. Uh-huh. You may be living there.
Well, at least I'd have a good view.
You'd have a beautiful view.
At least I'd have a good view.
That's all you have.
Huh? Yeah. At least I'd have a good view. Well, I can put anything I want to out there. I can put a camper. I can sleep in the Hummer.
A tent?
I could drive the Mercedes out there and live under it.
I doubt it. Let me also mention Clay and Anna's event taking place in Pulaski, Tennessee. Gobbler Games. If you haven't heard about it, you can go to Facebook and check them out. My Game Time LLC. It's going to be an all-day non-alcohol family event this Saturday. Starts. I think the music's going to be kicking off around 1-ish, and entertainment bands throughout
Pulaski,
the whole day.
Tennessee.
Bounce for the kids, food, prizes. So get out to Pulaski, Tennessee.
Let me take a break on this exciting Tuesday morning edition of Cooper and Company Live. I'll come back and do some news in just a moment. Y'all hang on.